Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all doing? It's me again. We were just talking about Dysphagia Awareness Day, and that is happening today. And we've been quite busy, but this is one of my favorite topics because we know so little कि swallowing difficulties क्यों होता है, कहाँ से हो जाता है, and the community that is, it'd be really interesting if we are more aware of communication difficulties and difficulties which affect swallowing. So swallowing is one of the areas that speech and language therapists work on, and like I was telling you earlier कि हमारे जो गर्दन में ना, in our neck we have two pipes, right? One is the food pipe, the esophagus, and one is the larynx, which is the pipe जहाँ से आप breathe करते हैं, and that's also responsible for speaking because you have your vocal folds right at the top of the larynx. But the esophagus is the pipe where food goes in from your mouth all the way down to your stomach, where it gets digested and the process all begins. But the process of dysphagia जो है is an eating disorder and difficulty, and usually results in people who've had some form of neurological disorder, which is something's happened over here which affects the nerves which trigger the swallowing difficulties. ठीक है, तो nerves में जो message जो जाता है brain से right to your mouth to chew around your lips and your tongue and your teeth. If you have good teeth, then you can chew your food. ठीक है, तो गोश्त जो होता है, सब्जी जो होता है, चावल जो हम खाते हैं, ठीक है, chewing के लिए you need your teeth. And to propel that food, which is a bolus, then once you've chewed it up, to propel that back to the back of your mouth, so it goes down the food pipe, you need your tongue. ठीक है, तो a lot of nerves and a lot of muscles are involved in swallowing, and once the food goes down into your food pipe, वो भी एक process है of passing the food down on. अगर खुदा न खास्ता if someone has had a stroke or something and they have weakness in their muscles, right, and उनके जो for example paralysis हो जाता है एक side में ना, right side पे कभी कभी paralysis हो जाता है, या left side पे या दोनों side में, so your muscles and your nerves, the messages that your nerve sends from your brain down to your limbs, down to your organs, down to your food pipe, down to your mouth, right? Everything gets affected, right? To which extent we don't know. Har patient different hota hai, har situation different hota hai, right? But when these things get affected, what happens is कि swallowing difficult हो जाता है. ठीक है, अगर आप chew नहीं कर सक रहे हैं, दांत नहीं है, और अगर आप tongue जो है, tongue भी एक muscle होता है, it's one of the strongest muscles in your body is your tongue, right? And if you are not able to chew, and if you are not able to propel the food to the back of your throat, और अगर food जो है वो mushy नहीं हो गया, आप तोड़ नहीं सकें, तो डिफ़िकल्टी होता है swallow करने. और अगर आपका ब्रेन आपके नेक फूड पाइप को नहीं बोल सके कि इस खाने को swallow करना है, and you can't do that, then आपको न्यूट्रिशन इफेक्ट होता है, आप खा पी नहीं सकते हैं, तो इंसान जो है, बीमार इंसान जो है, वो तो और भी कमज़ोर हो जाए. So it's really really important that as a community everyone is aware of dysphagia. ठीक है, dysphagia is called swallowing difficulties, and this can happen as a result of not being able to eat and drink a certain texture or a certain amount of food, or any activity, right? Any part of the swallowing mechanism which gets affected, right? That can cause swallowing and eating difficulties, which can affect a person's nutrition, which can affect a person's mental health and overall health. So it's really really interesting, and it's really important to talk about these things. And dysphagia ka jo hai, people who have had a stroke and people who know family members or friends who've had a stroke, they will be aware that dysphagia is something speech and language therapists are called on to discuss with other health professionals who take care of patients who've had a stroke or who have had health issues. तो मैं अभी बाहर हूँ, as you can all see. ठीक है, it's really rainy and wet in London, and I'll quote it up and everything. I just went for a coffee, and I thought I have a few minutes, and आप लोग से बात करना हमेशा अच्छा लगता है. And because you know, speech therapy is my thing, swallowing difficulties is my thing. I've done a course in dysphagia as well, and I just think it's important for our community members to be aware that dysphagia एक होता है. Aphasia अलग चीज़ है. Aphasia is when language is affected because of a stroke or a neurological disorder, but dysphagia होता है जब आपके जो muscles हैं या nerves are damaged or cannot relay the messages to the rest of your body and you can't swallow properly. So it's something to think about, and something to be aware of as a community. And speech therapists around the world, speech pathologists, consultants, health professionals, occupational therapists, you know, physiotherapists, a lot of people are involved in multidisciplinary team management of dysphagia. So if you hear about dysphagia, if you hear someone's had a stroke, then you know swallowing can be affected, drinking can be affected, and breaking up food and digesting it, you know, for it to go down to your food pipe, everything can be affected. ठीक है, मगर इंशाल्लाह positive note ये है कि lots of things can be helped, and science ने इतना तरक्की किया है, doctors ने इतना तरक्की किया है, medicine ने इतना तरक्की किया है ना कि people who have dysphagia, they can be helped. Textures of foods can be altered and changed so that खाने में आसानी हो. So you guys, that's a little bite-sized information about dysphagia. And if you find that helpful, please do let me know. It's always lovely to hear from you. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know. If you have any family members who have swallowing difficulties, तो ये यकीन मानिए कि it is a thing which happens. And our support and educating ourselves as a community will help those people who have swallowing difficulties. All right, thanks for listening. Take care and chat soon. Allah Hafiz. Bye.